UNC will have an underwhelming season this year. And I only say that because this man every day tells me that it is championship or bust.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Better Blue Podcast. Yours truly, hosted by yours truly, James Michael McAdoo, my brother Ryan Kelly.
From the other side of the couch.
Repping the blue, from the other side, repping the Blue Devils.
As always.
Good for you, man.
Don't
be a fair weather fan. Y'all want to know, man. Rep your squad.
Oh, you're repping.
Yeah, man. I'm
looking good, I guess.
Man. You know, shout out to my wife, man. Sorry, man. Japanese size is a little small, but that's another story. Listen, welcome back. This is episode 2. For y'all that have not tuned in, we filmed a pilot episode, and we also filmed episode 1. Please check it out. We're on YouTube, Spotify. We're coming soon to Apple Podcasts. Everything is the Better Blue Pod. Check out Ryan Kelly on IG, Twitter, RyanKelly34, at James McAdoo on all platforms. Special episode for y'all today. Let them know, Ryan. What are we doing today?
So here's the deal. Like
man.
Great athletes do, we watched our own film. We watched the film, first 2 episodes, pilot, first episode. You know, like everywhere, there's room for improvement.
Always. We
want to get better every day at what we do. And one thing that we definitely noticed. What do we notice, Matt? What do we notice?
We watched the film. We heard from the people. And in terms of overall word count, the word number 1, clear-cut favorites like UNC basketball this year, obviously was it. And I'll be honest with the people. I definitely am guilty of it, more so than my Blue Devil counterpart, Ryan.
Yeah, you were.
I think I rubbed off on you though by episode.
A little bit. I think I started to fall asleep. You were like the cheerleaders at the game throwing out the t-shirts.
I'll take your shirt. I'll take your shirt.
I'll use it too. So
we're gonna have fun with it.
We're gonna have fun with it. You know, we can make fun of ourselves. And this is shameless plug here. If you want to go make fun of us saying it all the time, go ahead and watch our first episode.
Please.
But we're gonna take it and run with it. It's a strength for us. Yep. You know, we like saying that word.
We do.
Clearly, obviously. So today we're gonna play the obvious.
This guy here, man.
All right, go ahead. You go.
The OG game.
Yes.
The obviously game.
The obviously game.
I came up with that, man. The OG.
The OG game. You did. I came up with the obviously part. There's no competition right here at all. We have no issues here.
No issues whatsoever.
But go ahead and throw that up right here.
Right here.
Bing, bing. The obviously game. So here's how the game works. We're going to give you some takes, some things we just believe in our core.
Facts.
That are obvious. And, we'll see if our counterpart on the other side of the couch will agree with us. So give us one.
Can I go for?
Thank you, man. Give us one. I'll let you go first. I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Obviously, my guy, our guy, not your guy, our guy.
Speak to the people.
Hubert Davis, 1,000% deserved the new contract he signed.
Give me the numbers. I got to hear the numbers.
It ended up being 6 years, around $17 million, about $3 million annually, with anywhere to like $1 million in bonuses, which we will be cashing in on this year for sure.
I hope it's not championship bonuses.
That's what it is, man.
That's what it is? Oh, I thought it was just playing in the games, showing up.
Hey, man.
Oh, sorry.
We cashing in on that bonus this year.
Okay.
Yeah, so HD signed a new deal, which I didn't see coming. I mean,
1 year in.
One year in. Yeah. I get what he did. You see that maybe in the NBA, but actually I don't even know, man. That's just I don't think that's common.
I don't think.
He deserved it, though.
I feel like you see it in college football quite a bit, where like you have that 1 year and it's like.
And not even the bigger schools.
Yep.
Just like maybe a lower tier school.
Yep.
You know.
No, I don't disagree with you,
Yeah.
especially at that number. I'd have to
Yeah.
look and see what the state school. It's just a difference.
State school, tax dollars, contributing to the greater good. Yourself as well, man. Shout out to you, man. Helping HD. Shout out to you, man. You're a good guy. Yeah. Good guy.
Yeah, I don't love that. No, I mean, I think it's a fair number.
Yeah,
for
sure.
I think it's there's no comp to what we've seen.
Yeah,
Coach K's number was never. I don't know if it was ever official. Private school. You don't have to show that all information publicly. Yeah. There's always been numbers that have thrown around. That's quite a bit of success over a lot of years that have added up. And we don't know John's number either.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's doing okay.
North Carolina is not, it's not California.
Cost of living is not bad.
It's not bad, man.
That state taxes.
They living good.
Yeah.
I show up to the Dean Dome every so often during the summer. I see what they driving. They good.
Well, that's what I was going to say. They're taking care. He's taking care of the assistants.
The whole staff.
The
well taken care of.
Third assistant strength coach.
Well taken care
is
of.
Pulling up in a
deservedly so.
Maybach or
no, man. This is not. I'm not gonna say it.
All right. I'm not gonna fight you on that.
Appreciate
Let's put
that.
it that way.
Thank you, man.
You take a team to a national championship.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Here's my number one, and it kind of piggybacks that a little bit.
Let's hear it.
Obviously, UNC will have an underwhelming season this year. And I only say that because this man every day tells me that it is championship or bust. It's the only thing he wants to talk about is we're going to win.
If I've said that, please run the tape. Devin.
Clip it.
I think that was the practice pod, though, man. I was just trying to get.
Oh, you're trying to get that. But you brought it. You say it.
Yeah, I do say
it. You say it.
I'll
do the old film you saying it. But yeah, if we can find that, clip that.
Carolina, it's our year, baby. It's our year.
Whoa.
We're gonna have a great. It's ours to lose.
Yeah, when it's championship or bust, I don't think you're winning a national championship, and that's not necessarily because you don't have amazing talent, which I believe you're a very good team. It's not this good. Like, you're not going to be a good team. You're going to have a good record. You're going to be a good team. It's that. Winning a championship, especially the way the NCAA tournament is set up.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
And Brady Manic,
gone.
I think that's a problem.
That was 2 takes, man. I think. I've talked about it a lot. Brady definitely left a huge void. We're hoping Pete Nance can fill that void. Now back to the original take. Yes, I'm high on Carolina. Everybody's high on Carolina. They're the number 1 team for a reason. They had a great run last year. They have the pieces from top to bottom. They clearly have the coach. They have, the veteran leadership. They have the shooting. They have the interior presence. The bench is, something that is going to have to be developed. And clearly we're going to have to, like I said, see what Pete Nance gives us in replace of Brady Manning. But, yeah, obviously, I'm all in. It is a championship or bust.
I mean, we could definitely clip you last episode saying you think at some point in the season people are going to be talking about is this an undefeated season?
Yes.
So.
Clip that, please. Honestly, you got us going 10-1. I'm a homer. I got us maybe going undefeated this year, bro. I think we're gonna have to. There's gonna get to a point this season where we're gonna be like, are these guys gonna lose?
Just add some pressure. All right, that's my.
Yeah,
pressure.
I mean,
go ahead.
I mean, that was my second take, man. I'm all in, baby. We are all in. Carolina Nation is all in. Listen, book your tickets.
So give me an
Houston NRG Stadium.
At least give me an obviously.
We are there, baby. I gotta ask our coach if I can get a couple days off, man. I need to be there in person.
Good luck getting those.
Yeah, we ain't getting those. I'm definitely not getting those. I might just take the fine, though, man. Can you pay it for me, man?
No. Wow.
Listen, we've talked about this before. The recruiting class for next year is not. It's a work in progress.
wasn't it kind of deconstructed, if you will?
Yeah,
It kind of,
our guy,
or
not our guy, but the GG kid.
it's gone. I think
he spurned us for the Gamecocks, or I should say, their checkbook.
yeah.
Which
I don't know.
Can't be mad at.
NIL checkbook.
Yeah,
It's
you're right. The NIL checkbook. So we'll see. There's gonna win or lose this year. I would imagine you're gonna see a lot of guys. I mean, it's crazy to say, but I know Leaky Black is the only one that has to leave, and Pete Nance has to leave. I want to say, but Mondo can come back. Like that, everybody else can come back, which is crazy.
They have like
these dudes gonna be like
years.
25 seniors, bro.
That
like
COVID year.
I ain't mad at them, and they getting paid, but yeah, I'm all in, man. Come on, guys.
All right, I already gave my response to that. Yeah. So here's what I'll say.
Let's hear it.
Obviously, Duke and Coach John Shire will have their ups and downs, especially early in the season. And I think when you look at the template that UNC had last year, that's what could be something similar in the sense that there were, some tough losses early with a new coach who has to figure out in different environments, how do I lead a team? Yeah. And both Hubert and John were and are incredibly equipped to be successful as head coaches. But you got to learn. You got to learn. And I mean, what did you guys? We had
some bad losses, man. We talked about this. I mean, I think it was Tennessee. Purdue was bad.
Yeah. It was most of the ranked ones early in the preseason. You took care of the Kentucky.
I want to say Kentucky 30-balled us.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bad one.
That was a bad one. I mean, even into ACC. Miami, Wake Forest.
I think Notre Dame. Notre Dame was pretty good.
Yeah, Notre Dame was all right.
A lot on the road too in the ACC.
I mean, even the Duke. I hate to say it, but the Duke home game was.
We kind of.
I didn't watch it, but I remember my sister texted me like, "Dude, it's over after the second media timeout."
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then finished the season incredibly well. Obviously.
Sure. I mean, basically.
Not the very end. The thing that
Yeah, we ain't talking about that. But basically, going into Cameron, it was like this was a signature win that they needed. They had the one win against Michigan. I guess that was in December. But yeah, I mean, I could see that very well happening. I mean, nobody would be surprised. They're still dealing with injuries. Here it is, almost the middle of November. You doubt maybe you might have Lively. You probably aren't gonna have Whitehead for Kansas. I already got y'all taking that L, which I mean, it's not a bad L, And then going into December, you got Ohio State. You're starting off ACC. It could get a little shaky, for sure.
I wouldn't say it necessarily has to translate to losses. Yeah. I just think
good test.
There's going to be some tests in there that, maybe in the past a Duke team really takes care of business and just has a little more of a struggle.
They just don't have that. I mean, you got Roach, but it's like this isn't the team that y'all rolled out, while you were there for a majority of your time there at Duke. My bad. Of course, you didn't go to Carolina.
Yeah, I did not go to Carolina.
My bad. But just with that, just with the veteran leadership.
Yeah.
From your freshman year all the way to your senior year. So we'll see.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But I'm going to be watching with my popcorn. Another L. Did DukeWin.com.
Remember.
That's going to be in my bio, man, by the end of the year.
Just remember, any loss you guys take,
next,
massive disappointment.
For sure. And I'm sure you're going to let me hear about it.
Yeah.
All right. Obviously, this next take, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts, man. Obviously, looking back on my career, I have been a part of two of the most, I want to say, memorable shots in both Duke basketball history and by Duke basketball players. Two shots.
Let's hear 'em. Talk them out.
Austin, talk them out. Thank you, man. Is this a safe place? Is this a safe place? Austin Rivers, 2011, 2012, my freshman year. You were on the team. In the Dean Dome. First time we played y'all. Game, set, match. 3-ball. bottom.
I can't even sit in my seat. It's like
You
I'm
ready
giddy.
to dive on the
I'm
floor?
giddy.
You ready
I'm
to dive on
giddy.
the floor in celebration? Crazy shot. I mean, just for him being a freshman, the environment, the atmosphere, my first time playing in the Duke-Carolina rivalry, so much on the line. That ended up being basically a preview of the ACC championship regular season game that we ended up playing in Cameron and winning, thankfully. But just that shot, you were there. You heard not the crowd's reaction, but just the fact that it went silent. Just the nothingness. And y'all just diving on the floor. And we were sick, man. I was sick, man. I was ready. I had my outfit similar to maybe the outfit I have on today. I didn't have this much flavor back in the day.
You were wearing
I probably had my don't say nothing disrespectful.
a light blue golf shirt.
Oh, man, I probably have my Dickies on with my Chuck Taylors, man. I'm not proud of.
Okay.
My little. I don't even know what I was wearing back in the day. But that was tough, man. That was tough. And it was really in a time where, Austin was, we'll talk about this later on, but he ended up being Rookie of the Year, Freshman of the Year in the ACC. But that really cemented him. You want to talk to the people about that?
Yeah. I mean, he was a big recruit coming in and was having a good year, but that was like he hit that shot and
to the moon.
Lottery pick.
Lottery pick.
And not to say he certainly deserved it. He's super talented,
Still
but that was like that moment. Sometimes players have moments where it's like this changes the trajectory of your career.
Big shot.
And I mean, look, obviously I'm sitting here. That was an amazing moment for
a great game too.
That's I was just gonna say.
Obviously, I'm not watching it back.
Obviously,
but great game.
I would anybody go watch that last.
Shots.
Yeah, watch that last. The second half, the last 10 minutes of that game is
just
chaos. There's chaos.
The Duke-Carolina rivalry in and of itself.
Exactly. There's charges happening. There's balls getting tipped into the basket. Was it Zeller? I shot a three and Zeller goaltended it, tipped it in, but I got 3 points for it. Yeah. What an amazing game. And you're right. Man. The silences.
I was sick.
The silences.
I was ready. I was like, tonight gonna be a night I'll never forget.
Yeah, you're right. It was.
It was. It sure was.
I just remember it was so quiet.
So quiet.
I could hear.
I don't even know if we shook hands.
I don't think we did. I don't know. Well, maybe. I'm sure Kay and Roy did. I don't know if the players did. Yeah, I don't remember. But I just remember it was so quiet that you could hear us
in that
celebrating.
Is probably the second, one of the biggest arenas in college basketball.
Yeah, and our families were right behind the bench, like that little 3 rows or whatever, and you could hear them going crazy. Mama and Papa Kelly.
Shout out to Mama and Papa Kelly.
Doc Rivers back there going crazy. Yeah. So all those pictures, it's just, like I said, all those light blue polo people all quiet and us Duke guys going crazy.
Good night in Durham for y'all, man. I'm happy for you, man. You deserve that. Second shot, 2016 NBA Finals. Not a buzzer beater, but it might as well be. I don't know if it was bigger than the block that LeBron had, but the shot. I think that's what they even call it, the shot.
It's the shot.
The shot. The shot that Kyrie hit right in front of our bench to basically cement the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron, bringing back the first championship to the land. And, man, just a huge, monumental shot by clearly a big-time player, all-star, all NBA, and a Blue Devil.
How's your sleep at
night? Game 7.
How's your sleep? Do those replay in your head? Or
I just never forget, me and my family, after the game, going out to get pizza, and we're, sitting there, and it's just, up on the TV screen, this shot. And there I am watching the shot on the bench, just sick.
And I think
Game 7 too.
I'm laughing at your pain. I'm laughing at your pain a little bit here.
Pile it on,
but man. Yeah, I'll go right ahead. Any chance I can get. You then now basically, you're obviously watching Duke Carolina anytime they play. That shot's getting played.
For sure. I'm sure
every
it probably
single
is somewhere
highlight
hanging
tape.
in the halls of Duke.
Oh, absolutely.
If they have
yes,
they
do. Yeah.
You know.
And then every time the NBA Finals or NBA playoffs rolls
that.
around, they're showing that shot. So you get to relive it a little bit.
Huge shot, but just the fact that it was Game 7, they were down 3-1.
Yeah, weren't supposed to win.
Yeah.
More to that story than one shot. But
shout out to Adam Silver. That stimulus package you gave LeBron.
Ooh, big take there. That could be another, obviously. All right. Well, sticking on that NBA theme a little bit here. I'll do my next, obviously. Obviously, Duke will continue, because it's been a theme for like 2 decades.
Let's hear it.
To produce much better NBA talent than UNC this year. I think it's worthy of a long segment to talk history. So let's talk this year about this.
All right. That's fine.
Whitehead, Lively, probably lottery picks.
Mitchell, maybe. No, I mean,
lottery. Maybe. Yeah, those are lottery picks.
Yeah.
Proctor.
Yeah.
Potentially Filipowski.
Yeah.
I mean, Mitchell's McDonald's All-American.
Yeah.
But probably at least 4 of those guys are gone and have the potential to be first-rounders.
Yeah.
And
regardless, I mean, y'all aren't going to have I hate to say it, y'all probably aren't going to have a terrible season. So it's not like if y'all, I hope y'all do. But the more success y'all have, just their stock is
keep going up and up. Yeah. And when you only get to see so little of them over 1 year, it's potential based anyway.
Say it helps. Yeah, it helps them.
But on the UNC sideline, you got Caleb Love, who I've seen
junior.
Some second round, and I did see one very kind soul put him as a late first round pick.
We don't listen, man. We don't need your charity, man. You don't got to be kind about nothing. He was either in the draft or not, brother.
And that is not to say we are both people that had to scrounge it out.
What are your sources, man? DukeDraftPicks.com, some blog that you probably is Niall putting his blog on, man. Your son. I need to check his sources, y'all. Check his sources.
And look anywhere. You just Google search it.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you bring in, those blue chips. Like you said, we've talked about it before.
Why wouldn't you bring in those blue chips?
For sure. I mean, that's who clearly y'all are going after. I'm not in UNC's. I'm not a UNC coach. I am in no way affiliated with
the recruiting process.
Listen,
they're not bringing you in.
They do what they
seal
do.
The deal?
I don't know if they're going. I mean, clearly they were going after Gigi.
Yeah.
Who was going to be? They're saying he's not going to be like a kid from France.
Yeah.
But he's going to be a good player. He'll play in the NBA. Now, what's his ceiling? Who knows? What's his floor? Who knows? But, it's not to say that they're not going after these 5-star players. But I just think the track record shows that we're not getting as many as Duke. And that's going back to Kyrie, to Austin Rivers, to, we'll get into that. But that's also to say we have had one and dones, from Cole Anthony, Day'Ron Sharp,
Kobe
White more recently, who have gone on to play in the NBA all first round.
Yeah, and it's not to say that you won't have good players that come to your roster.
For sure.
That can't be NBA players.
Look at Danny Green, who's this, look at the team he was on in 2009. Who's to say, looking at that team, back in 2009, nobody would have said, yeah, Danny Green. I mean, I don't think many people would have said, I sure wouldn't have said, hey, Danny Green is going to have the best career, as a pro.
Yeah.
He's gone on to win multiple NBA championships, set multiple records, and kudos to him because his path was, he didn't get drafted. He went overseas and he worked his way. That doesn't mean that none of these guys like Caleb Love and Armando or whoever on the Carolina team are not going to find themselves in the association. But, yeah, I mean,
it's a lot easier. Let's just put it this way. As we well know, it's a lot easier path when you're the lottery pick to have a successful long career than the second round pick or undrafted player. So
this is life.
All right. So obviously you agree.
Yeah,
you agree.
Regardless of that, I feel bad for those guys, man, because obviously they aren't getting the best college experience that you get when you go to school at UNC Chapel Hill.
Bold.
No, I mean, yeah, maybe bold. But listen, it is what it is, man. Carolina, listen, I was on Duke's campus one time as a visitor, as a recruit.
Yeah.
It was dry. Sorry, my throat. Very dry.
Need some water.
I need some water. It was dry. It was cold, uninviting.
It's the Gothic architecture
for
that
sure.
gives Duke its character.
Oof, that character. All right, I mean, I can see that, but it just wasn't. Honestly, maybe that was what you were looking for. You know? That wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for the 30,000 undergrad. You know, I was trying to enjoy my college experience, and I think that's what I'm not going to just put a blanket on it, but I think
don't generalize.
Yeah, I don't want to generalize.
We're of the people for the people.
Yeah, of the people for the people. You're right.
All time.
But that was just what I was looking for, and there were many a nights, sometimes early mornings. Sorry, Mom, where I saw on Franklin Street and out and about Duke players. They shall remain nameless. But I think I think you all knew. You know, obviously you had a great, beautiful, blossoming relationship with your now wife, Lindsay. Yeah. You know, so you were probably at home baking cookies and texting her, "Hey, honey, cookies are done. I'll bring them over tomorrow."
On my three person dorm room. Yes. I don't think that was happening.
But
no. Do you know why those Duke players were over there, right?
Let's hear it, man.
It was just
they was trying to have a good time.
No. It was just like, we own this too. We own this.
Nah,
we come right on Flanker Street. No, nobody's doing anything.
They be over there in they triple XL Dickies on with they little double polo tees.
We're Asian ourselves.
With their collars popped.
No. Are you kidding me?
Hey, like I said, they shall remain nameless.
Come on, man. You can do it.
My bad, man. That Carolina. I didn't graduate, man.
I was gonna say, is that the education there?
Listen, we have fun, man. Still got to go back and get my degree. We have fun, man. Hey, we go to class. So don't make any comments.
Okay,
I don't want to hear no
I'll refrain.
I don't want to hear any AFAM jokes.
Everybody, we all know. No, I mean, nightlife, obviously the focus is on basketball and school first for every student athlete.
Of course.
That's number one. And two,
yeah.
I mean, the one good thing about Duke nightlife, I would say, is that we all ended up at one place.
Okay.
Shooters too. Shooters
this
too. Legendary place. There were some Carolina people that wanted to see what Shooters was all about. Yeah. They wanted to ride the bull.
This is true.
I don't know what that. I didn't experience.
We had our spots. We had about y'all had your
like
one.
3,
we had about
5.
We had about 5.
Okay.
Depending on the night, man. Tuesdays. I don't want to say too much, man, because
we just simplified it.
Yeah.
We simplified it. Ended up. It was a great night.
Yeah.
And shout out to my brother. He frequented it a few more times than I did.
Him, man.
And we spent 2 years together, and he really enjoyed the place. I made my cameo appearances. You saw me. That was like, it was a big deal for everybody at Shooters when I walked in.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
I'm
just kidding.
Lies.
I'm just
First
kidding.
off, that's a lie. We had our spots. We had He's Not, the famous bar. Everybody, knows the story behind that. We have Topo, which is right there. It's one of the famous bars. Whenever you see, Franklin Street after they win the national championship or beat Duke, they got the picture, and Topo is right there with everybody just flooding the streets. And man, everybody's experience is different. Everybody goes to their college. I mean, as athletes, the experience isn't probably in the top 5. There's more important things, but for me, it was nice, because that was what I was looking for.
Okay. Agree to disagree. Here's my next one. And this is kind of changing the subjects here, but I'm going to change the subject. Obviously, Derek Lively is going to be the ACC Rookie of the Year, Freshman of the Year, Newcomer of the Year, whatever it is.
What is it?
Whatever.
I feel like they switch it up every year.
Oh yeah, it's a different name every year. I think it's Rookie of the Year.
You got him over Whitehead?
Obviously.
Well, yeah, obviously.
No. Whitehead, super talented.
For sure.
The injury.
Yeah.
Who knows? We're still a little up in the air there. But there's a reason Lively was the number one recruit coming in.
That's true.
And do I think he's going to be the leading scorer in the ACC? No. But do I think he's immediately going to affect defensively?
Yeah.
Is he going to rebound the ball?
Yeah.
Is he going to have highlight dunks, alley-oops with the style of play, the athleticism, the speed? So I think he
a little small,
a little lean,
but
I mean, I'm not saying he's this player, but I look at a guy like Evan Mobley, who's doing so well, and I'm like, I see that comp, and
for sure.
I like it. I like it. That's my pick.
I can see that. Time will tell. He's going to definitely. Duke is going to need him to be that, to have a chance to be successful this year. Can we agree on that?
I definitely would agree with that. And
not your typical Zion and Jabari. Although, all these guys were number one players, he, like you said, is not going to be like the leading scorer.
He might not be the leading freshman scorer on Duke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I think his impact.
Which is what you're accustomed to seeing with the Paolos and, I'm saying, the Zions.
I think assuming he plays, Whitehead might be the leading freshman scorer for Duke.
Yeah.
But I think if you say time will tell, we need to go back in time a little bit. Just look at the history of this award for the last, 11, 12 years.
I'm cool with that.
And I'll give you guys some credit and say in 2011, Harrison Barnes.
Okay. HB, Black Falcon. Man, shout out to Black Falcon, man. Out there in Sacktown holding it down.
Have I told you the story of what my nickname became at Duke?
Nah, I didn't. Hold on. You had a dick? Okay.
I had a nickname.
What was it?
No. Don't
White lightning.
He's not white. He's clear.
Sunshine. With the flow. You didn't have.
I didn't have the flow.
You had the flow back then.
I had this.
You had the
chin strap beard.
Yeah, we've seen.
I was pretty. I still am pretty make funnable, so I'll lean into that. So my nickname, I don't know who the guy's somewhere out there, man. Hope he's watching the pod. He did a little play on words for you, and I was the White Raven, which
oh my goodness.
I went to Ravenscroft School, the Ravens.
Oh, okay.
So there's the Raven.
Oh, yeah.
And then obviously the play on the Black Falcon. I was the White Raven. Cameron Indoor, they'd be, White Raven.
I believe it. Yeah, they are faithful. I'll give them that, man. Y'all got some crazy fans. I never get my freshman year. I'm sitting there stretching, getting stretched before the game. I'm laid on my back. I'm hearing my phone number being recited in the fan. Come to find out after the game, they had got my phone number. They had got my mom's phone number. My mom was like in tears.
I don't condone that.
Y'all owe my mother.
I don't condone that.
Y'all owe my mother an apology. My mom, I'm like, Mom, it's all fair,
it's all fair game. So I had I'd go to White Raven.
They did you a disservice.
I'd go to Carolina. Yeah, no, it was more to make fun of the Black Falcon than it was to.
I get it.
Yeah, that was the point. But it kind of stuck a little bit through college. So whenever that
gonna
came
stick
out,
from now on, man.
You're gonna the
I'm gonna come here with the White Raven. We need some merch, man. Somebody hit us with some White Raven merch, please, for my brother.
Well, I would go to Carolina, and being from Raleigh, North Carolina, where I grew up most of my life, I went to school with a bunch of people that would go to UNC. Yeah. So I'd go to playing the game, and I'd look up and I'd see somebody that went to my school, and they're, F you, Ryan.
Hey, no love.
Not that moment. Not in that moment.
Yeah,
no.
You're right.
No.
Yeah, it's all out the window.
Yeah.
When those games come on. Well, appreciate you sharing that with us. But we'll see, man. Who else is on the list? Sorry.
We didn't finish
your
list.
list.
Okay. All right. Here's the list. Where are we? I gotta find it.
You had HB.
Yeah.
2011.
Okay. We stopped at HB. The one non-Duke person that's basically on this list.
HB, appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you, brother.
2012, Austin Rivers, Duke.
Yeah.
13, Olivia Hanlon, Boston College. 14, Jabari Parker, Duke.
Yeah.
15, Jaleel Okafor, Duke. 16, Brandon Ingram, Duke. 17, Dennis Smith Jr., NC State.
Okay.
18, Marvin Bagley III, Duke. 19, Zion Williamson, Duke. 20, Vernon Carey Jr., Duke. 2021, Scotty Barnes, Florida State.
Appreciate you, Scotty.
2022, Paolo Banchero, Duke.
Yeah.
So it's fair to say we have a firm grasp on that award historically, recent history.
I mean, listen, if y'all, please, y'all can have that, man.
We can have that, huh?
Y'all can have that. I mean, I think it just goes to what we were speaking on earlier.
Do you hear that, Carolina? Prospective Carolina
hey man,
athletes.
Hey, cut that, Dev.
They don't
just
care
it's the past is the past,
about
brother.
taking care of their freshmen.
No, I'm just saying, y'all can have that list. The past is the past, man.
Okay.
We'll
Way
take
to
the
clarify.
ACC championships. We'll take the national championships. We got our guys in the league, man.
Okay.
I think it just speaks to
just fewer of them.
I think, man, don't make me bring my guy MJ.
I'm
gonna hit you up soon, man. We're gonna bring you on the pod, man.
Can't argue with MJ.
Listen, I think it goes just to what we spoke about earlier. The fact that the system that Coach K has put in, probably, I mean, dating back to maybe Kyrie, to Austin, to, Jabari, to all the way up to Zion, to Paolo. It's, to the class that he has now. He more or less changed, the way that he goes about things. I don't know if he's full on like Kentucky. They're
got close.
They're kind of close.
Yeah, and he's always been very talent forward
for sure.
And I'm sure John, especially when you're having a lot of young guys, you have to be talent forward. But talent with young talent comes mistakes, and you got to let players play. And certainly Coach K over the last 10, 15 years has been like, I'm letting my talent play, and I think that is better than the alternative.
Yeah. And that's not to say that Carolina isn't going after these guys.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the kid Gigi.
It's only Hubert's second year too. Like,
sure.
he's got to build recruiting.
Sure. I mean, he's going to have to.
Yeah.
Look at the team they have now, and look at who they could potentially be leaving. There's going to be a massive need for talent. So,
was that your call to prospective UNC?
No.
All right. Do we have any more? Obviously, you got another one, or is that it?
Nah, that's all I got, man.
All right. I did.
Go ahead, man.
I got one more.
Overachiever,
okay.
man. Look at you.
That's
college graduate.
Duke.
College graduate and all.
4-year graduate. Got my degree, my minor, all that stuff. So here's my last one, because I think we're going to both agree on this.
All right, let's hear it.
Obviously, the NCAA should not even consider expanding the NCAA tournament.
I did see that.
It's been coming up a lot.
I did see that.
It's been coming up a lot recently. Even the ACC commissioner, Jim Phillips.
Yeah, what do you have to say?
At the conference, the preseason conference, he said we need to take a look. It's time to look at expansion, more access, more opportunity, quote unquote.
What more money is what he meant to say? Access, what? What? Come on, the stuff that they say.
Read between the lines.
Read between the lines. Dollar bills.
It's about money, and I have this stat that over 85% of NCAA annual revenue for all sports all year comes from the NCAA tournament.
Ugh, that is
makes a lot of sense that they would potentially want to expand.
Yeah,
I just don't like it, and they're not alone. I mean,
68 teams.
Jim Larinaga, Miami's coach. I've been a proponent of expanding the tournament for a long time.
Yeah,
Jim Boeheim.
Yeah.
I advocated this 25 years ago, is what he said.
I mean, that's a long time ago. First off,
I didn't know they were talking about it back then.
Shows how long
he's been there a while.
Listen, I love where it's at right now. But we've talked about this. You've talked about this in terms of the NFL. They added an extra game. The NBA.
Expanded the playoffs.
They expanded the playoffs. They're talking about, I feel like every other summer, they're talking about trying to do like a mid-season tournament now.
Yep.
They're talking about I think I saw something the other day about a relegation. No way that's going to happen. No,
that's not.
But
MLB expanded the playoffs too, right? Yep.
So they could easily slide this in. Now, do I think it'll be as seamless as the first four, which I do think is a great thing that they had got going. I think it's great for Dayton. I know they always play it there, and it helps. I think it's like an 11 seed.
Yeah,
and our 12 seed, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it might be 11. Yeah. But anyway, and a 16 or something 16. Like that. Yeah.
But I'm just like, We're talking about a whole nother weekend. We're talking about you're gonna
A lot of games.
No,
Part of the beauty of
yeah.
March Madness and the tournament is obviously upsets happen.
Yeah.
But those upsets don't normally
Yeah.
Still the cream tends to rise to the top at the end
For
of the
sure.
day.
For sure.
And just adding another weekend where a number one seed could potentially, because with the 3-point line, the way the game is,
college is and
that's part of the beauty of the tournament, that upsets happen.
any given day.
Yeah, any team can beat anybody, but still, you want the regular season to matter and to good. They don't have to win. It's not like one seeds get to the Final Four every year, but and they have to be tested. But you still, at the end of the day, there aren't many there are none. There are no 16 seed that gets to the Final Four, but a lot more one seeds get there, and there's a reason for that.
Yeah, and it's not like the NBA playing where I think I want to say the 6 and the 7 team play like the 8, 9, or 10 or something like that. They got like 2 chances.
Yeah, you
they
get
have to lose
two to win one. You get 2 chances to win one.
So it's not like that.
Yeah, you're done. You lose, you're done.
And in the NCAA tournament, it's the Carolinas and the Dukes that have everything to lose.
Yes.
And they're going up against these smaller schools, that have no pressure, which just leads to which clearly always and will continue to lead to these upsets. But it also leads to must-see TV.
Yeah.
Which, if they do it, I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be another weekend. I'm gonna be locked into the TV.
I'm not gonna be one of those people that are like, I refuse to watch.
Never.
I'd watch too. I think it's good.
Yeah.
How it is. Why change something that's good other than let's call it what it is. I mean, greed.
Yeah, greed.
I mean, it's
and it's not like the college. Like when you watch the college football playoff, it's not like the teams on the outside are like who have like 2 losses or maybe they even have 1 loss, and it's just not as good as the 1-loss teams that are in the college football playoff. I feel like when you watch, Selection Sunday and you see the teams, you're like, man, we're really reaching to try to get these. Like, these teams are on the bubble.
You're talking about the second 4 out, and it's
it's like, come on, man. Like this team,
they
didn't even finish top 7 in the ACC.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Don't give them a lifeline.
Yeah.
Just to have it, because honestly, those are the teams that end up coming into the tournament and getting the upset.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, keep them on the outside, man.
I like it how it is.
The OG game. For the people, by the people, to the people.
The obviously game.
Throw
it right here. Some music, some game show music, anything you like. So that might be
we don't
the only time we do that.
The first time you see it and the last time. Let us know.
Yeah.
Hit us in the comments.
If you like it, let us know. That's a great plug, because somebody could throw it in the mailbag.
The mailbag.
That is now set up.
Yes.
And it is betterbluepodcast@gmail.com.
Shout out Gmail.
betterbluepodcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
Anything you want to throw in that mailbag.
Anything.
We're going to have mailbag segments. We get some good questions.
Yeah.
It can be Duke, Carolina,
whatever.
but it can be
whatever.
And we got kids, man.
NBA
we got
stuff. Y'all want to know the right way to, throw the diaper away. Anything y'all want to know, we here.
We've done that.
Best ramen recipes.
Exactly. We got a lot of Japan.
Yeah.
What's our favorite food in Japan? So please, anything you want, we're happy to answer the questions. We'll do some segments with the mailbag and plug our
we're
IG.
on YouTube. We're on Spotify. As of this week, we're coming soon to Apple Podcasts, the Better Blue Podcast, Ryan Kelly 34 on Instagram, Twitter, at James McAdoo on all platforms. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is episode 2 of the Better Blue Podcast. We're going to be coming with more content here soon. We're super excited. College basketball is back. And thank y'all for just joining in and coming along for this ride with us.
See you next week.
See you.
Peace.